One of these smart hula hoops is a phony. Can you spot which one it is? I'm Hoopsmiles, and I'm gonna talk about the major flaw that I found in one of these smart hula hoops, along with giving you some tips on how to avoid getting stuck with a flawed smart hula hoop. And if you're wondering what's my hand covering right here, well, this smart hoop right here has a counter and the other doesn't. In this video, I will not be talking about the counter much. Instead, the main flaw that I will be discussing lies in the detachable links of one of these smart hoops. At first glance, these smart hula hoop bodies look relatively the same, right? Both of these have the Joy Jump label printed on them and the J's you'll find on each individual piece. In a recent video I shot with Abby, let me show you what happened when she used the flawed smart hoop. Now Abby's gonna give this one.
Broke again.
This just broke?
Yeah.
It didn't just break once, but it broke multiple times. Okay. So go ahead and give it another spin.
Oh, it broke.
And
it broke.
Between these smart hula hoops, it was the one with the counter that kept breaking in the footage with Abby. If you're thinking it was the counter that made this smart hula hoop break, that is not the reason why. We took the counter centrifugal ball off the body of the smart hula hoop that wasn't working and then just put it on the body of the smart hula hoop that was working, gave it a spin around, and we didn't encounter any breaks after that. But the question here is, why did this one break so easily? Let me tell you, the answer is simple. Look how flexible the bad smart hula hoop is right here. I can pretty much fold this into a straight line. And it's so flexible that it just breaks way too easily. Look how easily that thing broke apart. Whereas the other smart hula hoop body right here is also very flexible, but when I start to get it closer to a straight line like this, I'm experiencing a lot more resistance, and I feel like it's not going to break as easily. I don't recall this working smart hula hoop right here ever breaking unless this was put on incorrectly or the buckles weren't fully secured. Oh, now I don't think that one is fully clipped in. But if this thing comes apart because you didn't secure the buckles, well, then I would say that's your fault and not a problem with this smart hoop. Now back to the flawed smart hula hoop. Now the reason why I'm calling this a fake or a counterfeit smart hula hoop is because every piece of this smart hula hoop right here appears to be made the same with this extreme bendability. If only one piece on this smart hoop had a chip in it or it was broken, then maybe I would think that I just ended up with a bad unit. Because multiple pieces in this smart hoop, if not all the pieces in this smart hoop, appear to have this bendability flaw. It makes me wonder if more of these ultra bendable smart hula hoops were made and are currently being sold. Now, something else I want to add about the flexibility flaw, I have gotten my hands on a bunch of different smart hula hoops with the Joy Jump label on them, and I got a chance to test a bunch of those smart hoops for the flexibility flaw. And when I did the test, just basically, bending these smart hula hoops, I noticed that some of those smart hoops kind of have a different range of flexibility. Some you could just bend to a straight line and even possibly bend further than a straight line. So if you do get a smart hula hoop like this and you want to test it for this flaw, really the key that I would say you're looking for is, if you are bending it and the smart hula hoop just comes apart so easily. In some cases, depending on the smart hoop you get and possibly depending on the person, having some extra flexibility possibly may not be a problem. But if you do end up with a super flexible smart hoop and you are able to put it on and spin the centrifugal ball without it breaking, well then it sounds like you have nothing to worry about. Now unfortunately, when buying these smart hula hoops, it's nearly impossible to catch the flaw that I spoke of in this video by just looking at the images and reading the information in the seller listing. But there are some precautions that you can take so that you don't get stuck with a flawed smart hula hoop like this. The first thing I would recommend when buying smart hula hoops is to buy from secure, established websites. And I would recommend buying from a seller that offers free returns along with covering the return shipping as well. Now here's the thing, I know recently I posted a video about the high smart hula hoop prices that I found on Amazon. But in some cases it might be better to spend a little bit extra money if you know that you're going to get free returns. Now I do have some nice news. Since posting that video over 2 months ago, it does appear that some smart hoop listings on Amazon have gone down in price. So if you want to skip the trouble of trying to find a smart hula hoop and instead buy from a seller that I recommend, I put a link in the description to do so. Now that is an affiliate link, which means I will make some extra money if you buy through that link. So if you do buy through that link, I appreciate it and thank you for your support. support. Another tip to spotting bad smart hoop listings, I do recommend that you read the reviews on the seller page, especially the negative ones. Because if you read the reviews and you see that other people didn't have a pleasant experience using that smart hula hoop, or you see that others experienced the smart hoop breaking on them multiple times, then that might be a listing that you do not want to buy from. Also, if the listing has few reviews or every review has a 5-star rating, then I would be skeptical of buying from that listing too. I just want to reiterate here the importance of reading the reviews. Just recently I was on Amazon.ca and I saw a listing for a pink smart hula hoop where some of the images appeared to have the Joy Jump label on it. But when looking at the reviews, 60% of the reviews for this listing had a 1-star review. One reviewer shared a picture of the smart hula hoop that they got from this listing, and when looking at it, it didn't look too good. Looking closer at that image, it didn't look like the smart hoop had the typical Joy Jump markings on the links of the smart hoop, as well as the centrifugal ball not looking like the typical centrifugal ball. Now, thankfully, because of reviewers like this that share their honest opinions, it was easy to see that this smart hula hoop was not worth wasting my time. Now, too bad there isn't a way to give these Amazon reviewers a special thanks, such as a monetary tip for taking the plunge into having their time wasted so I didn't have to. Well, maybe not on Amazon, but did you know if you come across a YouTuber who gives you really helpful info, informing you of counterfeit products that can waste your time and money, now you can give a monetary tip to that YouTuber by clicking the thanks button. You can find the thanks button located underneath this video. And when you give that YouTuber a special thanks, there's just no telling how many cat shirts he's going to buy with all the money that he gets. Though smart hula hooping may not be for everybody, to the people out there who do get a smart hula hoop that works, a number of you may have fun and enjoy using your smart hoop. However, I do feel like at the current time, it might be somewhat intimidating to go online and try to buy one of these things, because there are a bunch of smart hoop listings that have multiple negative reviews. Now, I don't want to be too negative here because there are some smart hoop listings out there that do have more positive reviews than negative ones. However, I do feel like it can be hard to know who to trust when buying a smart hula hoop. And in my experience, some of these listings appear to be gimmicky or offer claims that I question the validity of. So I feel like these encounters can make trying to find a smart hula hoop very challenging. But if you do want to connect with other smart hula hoopers out there, I did create a smart hula hoop group on Facebook. The link for that group is in the description of this video. If you have questions about buying a smart hoop, or you came across a counterfeit smart hula hoop scam, then I recommend joining that Facebook group and sharing about your experience with the community there. Also, if you're looking to learn how to use your smart hula hoop, or you want to just connect with other smart hoopers around the world, well, I recommend joining that group as well. Now, if you are looking to buy a smart hula hoop and you want to bypass all the hassle of trying to find one, and you maybe just want to buy a smart hoop that I would recommend, I did put my affiliate link to do so in the description of this video. And if you want to check out some more smart hula hoop videos, I recommend checking out my playlist right here. Thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, enjoy.